Of the NFL season, Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We got this. Mike. Monday, down. 180. 55. No doubt on this defense. No doubt.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Watch the boot. First and 10 at the 47-yard line. Check 50 pound line. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Shit. And a blow.
Watson on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines.
Dion Lewis. He's at the 40. 30. Nice move by Lewis. It's a big play there by Lewis. 76 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Dixon complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They run. This is Lewis. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
50 down. 185. 81. You think you want to right three. General West. Check 4. Check 4. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Kill.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And the Texans scoop it. He's at the 50, the 40, the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Hey, 24. 55.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
43 to Mike, boy. 43. Check. One. Later one. I'm coming after you.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
41 Mike. Hey, exit. You must be true. Mike 41. Mike 41. Coming this way.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Going deep for Walker. They got his man complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45.
93.
Now a play fake. Carr. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught right side. It's Lewis.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. A 2nd down run with Lewis. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On play action, it's Carr. He finds Humphreys. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now Lewis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Throwing now is Carr. And that will be incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They run it with Balaj. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And an alley to run. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 10-7. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Come get some. Come get some.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Iowa, Amani Hooker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
2nd down and goal. Carr flushed out right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Raider 1. Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Let him go.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Listen, 19. It's going to be fast. It's going to be fast.
From the red zone now, Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Eluding the pressure right. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dawson Knox with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now Carr. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that'll set them back 5. A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15.
93. Go.
From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
23 in the mic. Hey, defense, let's go.
From midfield, here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for incomplete. Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's get that ball right here. SOS.
They'll run here with Balaj. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6.
Hey, tight down.
3rd and 2.
Hey, check right. Out.
3rd and 2. Watson going deep for Hopkins. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
They'll stay with Lewis here on first down. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up second and 48-yard line.
On second down now, it's Lewis. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Right there, 55. Don't get nervous. Move. Mike 55. Cut. Mike 55. Come. Easy. Kill. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take it over all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the Titans' 24-yard line.
From the 24, Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dawson Knox. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
Brings up second and 9.
Again, it's Balaj. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
On third down, it's Pollard. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Check, 43. No chance. 29.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Throw left side complete. It's Lewis. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
29. Hey, echo.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got it at the 15. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Michael Pruitt, his first touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will get them one closer. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Kalen Ballage, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. And not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Carr. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Jadeveon Clowney able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
43's the mic. 43's the mic.
After the sack on first down, Carr. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. They'll try to run for it. Lewis. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dion Lewis with his 16th touchdown of the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Lewis will get the handoff, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the fourth. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. He's got Fuller.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
I got you, punk.
Now Balaj. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Balaj. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Touchdown, Houston. Dawson Knox with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Watson. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. To throw his Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. From the gun on 3rd down. Carr. And he locates Walker, complete. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And Walker with it over the middle. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Mike, 19. 55. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
They'll stay on the ground. Barrage again. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. Nice move by Lewis. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Your mind. 23 is the mic. I can't do this.
To throw again. Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked off here to 32. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.